What's up? It's your boy OD. I'm hoping you all are having a blessed day so far. Just wanted to hop on and share a word with you all, share something with you all that's been on my mind. Like always, I love sharing the love with you all. If I have something to give to y'all, all for it. But today, what I wanted to go over, just talk about, was when God says no. When God says no, sometimes we don't know how to accept that, and it's hard for us to accept no. But just because he says no at that timing, maybe the timing is off. Later on in the future, maybe it's going to be a yes. But for that time being, we have to accept that no, and understanding that what God does and when he does things, it's always going to be perfect timing. So I want y'all to do me a favor and think back on a time where you had it all figured out. You knew how your life was going to be, and you just had it all written up. You know what I'm saying? So let's think about that time. I give you a minute to think about that. All right, so in that time, you pretty much knew how you wanted your life to be. You wanted to be a doctor, you wanted to be a police officer, you wanted to be a professional athlete, and that didn't work out, because of life. Sometimes we get sidetracked. Sometimes we allow what people say or what people do to discourage us and make us feel like we can't accomplish those things, when in reality, those things are capable of being, done. It's just in that timing, in that season. We have to go through certain things in order for us to get to where we need to be in life, for us to really appreciate it. And then sometimes we just have to take accountability of doing what we need to do to fulfill that. I want to just kind of discuss one point in my life where I really had to accept no from God. And at that time, I really didn't understand it. At that time, I lived in kind of bitterness, anger, but with God's understanding, with God's knowledge, with his wisdom that he blessed me with, later on down the line, I was able to understand that it was for a bigger purpose. But for me, pretty much growing up for me, like I've discussed in numerous of my videos, I played football since I was 6 years old. Pretty good at football all the way up into college. And in my head and in my mind, I just knew that my purpose was football, and I knew that I was going to go to the NFL. I was pretty confident in it, but things happened, you know what I'm saying? And due to those things happening, it discouraged me. It made me feel down. It made me feel like, a feeling that I didn't want to feel, and sometimes we get to that in our life where we feel down, or we feel like, our back is against the wall. But through that period is where we grow, because sometimes we have to be brought down in order for us to get stronger. But through that period, I was able to be angry or be bitter for a temporary time. But when God blessed me with understanding of not being able to go to the NFL, later on down the line, I was able to look at it in a positive view. I'm a pretty much perspective guy. I look at perspectives of everything, that I do. But now I'm in a position to where I'm able to go out and coach other guys and show them the things that I didn't learn, and just help them, because I'm able to live through these guys, though I'm not in the NFL now. I'm fine with that, because everybody has a purpose in life. And one of my purposes, I feel like, is just motivating others, inspiring others, uplifting others, encouraging others, and through that, I'm able to do that. So now I'm kind of coaching and things like that, and I'm able to go out and, observe these young men and young women that I see, even at my job, and just really pour into them, because I have seeds that was instilled into me, and there's so many different things that I had to learn on my own, that I'm able to give back to these younger men and these younger women, and just help them in life, so that they're a step ahead of what I was, and there's so much behind doing that, it's a blessing within itself. When you're able to bless others, it makes you feel good. And I think that sometimes we need a little push so that we know that we are empowered, and that empowerment comes from God, but sometimes God uses people to push us, to mold us, to get us out of that comfort zone, because we get so comfortable in life to where we hit that turmoil and that hardship, we tend to fold sometimes, and sometimes we tend to press forward. But know that low point in your life is only temporary. You have to push out of it. You have to be the best that you can be. And when you do learn some things, give it to the next man so that they can learn, and that's how life's set up, so all in all, don't live in bitterness. Don't live in bitterness. Accept that no for that time being, and know that it's a significant and even better purpose behind why whatever it was that you were trying to accomplish didn't prosper at that time. Sometimes it has to develop, and like mentioned in one of my videos, a seed starts in the ground, and it takes so long. Some seeds, it take years to grow, you know what I'm saying? And once it grows to that final state is where we see, that success, where we see all of that hard work that we put in, not go to, waste. But I encourage y'all to stay encouraged, man. Continue to press forward. Here I am today doing things I still love. Football is still a part of my life. I'm able to go out and coach and inspire a lot of young men and push them and give them the things that I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? So keep living, keep pushing, keep God first. And hey, it'll all work out for the best. Hey, stay prayed up. God bless you all. Hey, and I almost forgot. Be looking forward to, I'm opening back my apparel, so I'll be having an online store open. Be looking for that. Have a lot of great things in there. And basically with my brand, I switched it around a little bit to serve a more higher purpose. It's not just something that you wear, but it's a lifestyle. So be looking for that, and it's gonna have some good stuff on it. See y'all.